Today we're going to bring an adjustable head strap for the Oculus 2. Now this is a pretty good area for those that have the Oculus Head Quest. The one that you currently have, it only has the straps. It doesn't have a little adjustable, just like if you ever played the PlayStation VR, it has an adjustable area, or the HTC Vive, they have the adjustable part of it. Now this is what's missing in the actual Oculus, so this is a great item to add to the Oculus. So we're going to open it up and see what you get when you get something like this. Just to let you guys know off the bat, the vendor will send this to me. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what you get. All right, they give you pretty much everything. If you guys can see, this is the back end of the actual module itself, all right? And if you guys can see it, it's Velcro. Everything's Velcro. So if it's not fitting properly, you could readjust all this. So everything's adjustable. And in this module actually expands the side of it. If you guys can see it, this is going to expand the tightness of the actual system itself. And then on the bottom, of course, you got these, and they're like little puzzle pieces. If you guys can see it, it's simple. You just slip it on and push it forward. Same thing on the other end. Slip it on, push it forward, and it's locked in right there. And then you just adjust the whole module itself. You can put this in here. It's simple. You just fit it in easily fit it in. Let's go ahead and this part to fit very well. And that's it. That should do it. So we got this part of it. Now we got the top part of it, and this one already has a foam, and this also has a Velcro already. So all you got to do is put the top of it and level it. If you guys can see that, it says to move it forward if you want to lock it in, but if you don't want to unlock it, you have to make sure the two O's meet, right? So if you guys can see that, and just make sure that everything fits and line up, right? So it's going to try to force itself out sometimes, so just make sure both sides are actually locked, or it's going to keep on locking, right? And just make sure that the zeros, the little O's, actually match up before you do that. So I'm going to put that in here, and then they give you this part. This part actually is pretty good because most of these parts, some companies 3D print them, and they're very difficult, where this is a solid piece that they actually just pop in and pop out. So this could go actually over the existing one that you currently have, and you have a left and right, if you guys can see that. We're going to put the right is on this side. We're going to open it up some more, lock it in, make sure the clips go on the other end. If you guys can see that, the clips actually pass through. All right, and just making sure that the actual clip is showing up in the center. So we got the right, which is it goes on the right hand side, and it has a little curve right to it. So there we go. It has a little curve, and you see the W's, both W's go into one area. Very simple. You guys can see it. Calligraphy W's have to be facing up. Prior to that, you have to strap this thing in the top over it too. So you got to make sure that you have this part here where it meets up and it kind of meets together. Now, if you guys can see it, this is actually a really fine silicone. All right, here we have our Quest 2. We're going to marry them both, right? And the existing part of it, if you guys can see that part, we already have the existing part that you can remove. Just marry over it. All right, so you got to make sure you have the left and right properly set up. Forcing this one in there, it took me quite a while, but I was able to get in there, if you guys can see it. And it has a little curve, so it's for left and right, so you got to make sure that, be aware about that. Now the strap, like I said, the strap is very simple. It just slips on the top, and you have to adjust it to your head size, all right? So right now we're going to test this out and see how well it works on my head. So let's go ahead and do that. Open it up some more. And then we're going to adjust it how we want to fit. If you guys can see the adjustment area. It's a little too tight. You let it go a little bit to the left, and then it's just pretty much the module works. You could have your headsets if you want, and it feels really comfortable, really smooth. I don't see any adjustments or anything to have to do. No lights penetrating in here. It's completely dark. This feels really nice and tight on the side of it, but like I said, if you really feel it tight, just let it go. Simple as that. It's one of those great straps that you don't need a lot. You could have your own headsets, plug them in, or you could have another headsets, because there's a lot of area that you don't need to cover no more on this part of it. 99.6 of you are not subscribers in my channel. I hope that the content helps you out and that you find it very useful. and I hope you hit the like and subscribe.